Hey, what's up today, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Robin, and this is my channel, Oracle Rising. So I'm here to help you guys on your ascension path, escape the matrix, and just generally get to know yourself a little bit better and provide some thought-provoking material to discuss. So guys, I wanted to talk about 5 signs that you are merging with your higher self. So your higher self is always with you, you guys. You know, you don't have to do anything really special to connect to your higher self because your higher self is already connected to you. I saw this really amazing graphic a little while ago, and it's like somebody was walking down their spiritual path, and then their energy body was really glowing around them, and up over top of them their higher self was there. So your higher self is truly always with you and wanting to protect you, and guide you down your path, because your higher self can see like many steps. They can see your higher path, they entire path. They already know what you're here to do, right? So, and as you become more aligned with yourself and as you grow onto your spiritual path, you're going to notice that you start to feel more and more connected with your higher self. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So the first thing I have here that's going to show that you're merging with your higher self is that you start to be able to go with the flow a little bit. And what that means is that you don't resist things anymore. You just notice that things are the way they are. And having that sort of ability to step back from things and not get totally emotionally involved in why things are happening. You know, things are happening around you. They're not necessarily happening to you. You could be sometimes caught in the crossfire of what's going on, but it's just happening. You know, so if you're able to go with the flow of, like, let's say if you got rejected, if you ask somebody out and they say no, well, that's okay. You just go with the flow of it. You know, you don't know why that happened. Maybe there's somebody else you're meant to go out with, or maybe they need to be with somebody else. And the same goes for applying for a job. If it goes to somebody else, it's just not yours. So when you are able to stop agonizing over things like that, and there's going to be things in life, you guys, that are going to cause you pain and agony. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm just talking about the normal day-to-day. Like if somebody cuts you off in traffic and you're like, all right then, and you just sort of let them in or whatever, you don't have a choice because they just cut you off. You know, or if somebody was rude to you, like, just if you don't have that big impulsive negative reaction and you just kind of go, okay, and you move on, you know. So that's a really important sign that you're merging with your higher self. So the second one I have here is that you love and accept yourself. And this is a really big one for some people. And you can see how people are still struggling to love and accept themselves by the way that they are living their lives. You know, if they're, you know, working at a job that they don't necessarily like, you know, the way that people sort of treat their bodies or treat the people around them, really, really stuck in low energy levels. Like if you look at the scale where hate is at the bottom and love is at the top, you know, when you go through all these vibrational evolutions and you get to the top, the love from yourself starts to emanate out into everybody else. So, you know, everything starts with you, and you can only reflect out what you truly feel on the inside. So when you start to feel that love for yourself, it really does show. You know, it shows in the way that you bring yourself every day into the world. And everybody's going to have an off day, you guys. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? But you really start to just love who you are for what you are, you know, and people will notice that. The third thing I have here, you guys, is that you no longer reject emotions. So I follow a lot of spiritual people, and there's a lot of talk that, you know, oh, you should take everything so positive and, you know, always shine your light or whatever. But okay, so we're here to find ourselves and remember who we are. But we're also humans, and we're here to experience every emotion. So, you know, like I was saying before, you're able to go with the flow, but there's going to be those circumstances, like say you lost somebody in your life, either somebody really close to you or your companion animal or a job or something like that, you know, you're going to feel really sad and torn apart, and it really depends on the thing that happened that you're going to react to it. And you can't just stop and say, well, I can't feel this because it's not part of my spiritual journey. It actually is part of your spiritual and human journey to experience every range of emotion and learn how to heal yourself and keep on moving forward. So for people that really are so tightly wound in just staying positive all the time, I mean, that's an inner battle too. That's an inner struggle that you're just sort of fighting back and forth, and you're gonna have to let go sometimes and have that good cry, or maybe go, you know, find a punching bag, or I don't know, like scream really loud or do something to release the emotion. But we're here to experience everything. So when you start to recognize that it's okay to feel things and let them go through you, and then let them go into the heavens to be transmuted, that's a really good sign that you're merging with your higher self. So the fourth one, this one is really important. You follow intuition without hesitation. So sometimes you get this really crazy urge to do something, and you just like, okay, I'll go do that, but you maybe not sure why. But that, you guys, is what Joan of Arc did. Like, she got a message, and I think she was 16 years old, to go and lead an army, and she did it. And I'm sure she maybe thought a couple times, I don't know her personally, obviously, but like, what goes through your head when you take that kind of challenge, that kind of message up, and say, okay, I'm going to follow that fearlessly. And a lot of people are able to do that and say, okay, well, I'm going to pack up and move to California, or I'm just going to quit my job and go do this. And, you know, there's a lot of people that do that. And also taking the guidance to not do something from your higher self. Like, if you start to feel like really anxious or nervous or, you know, nauseous about something, that's your higher self, like tapping on the shoulder and saying, hey, you know, I think you should get yourself out of there, or not associate with that person. Like, your higher self talks to you with the emotion of your body. So being able to listen to that and go, okay, well, that's a really good idea, I think I'll go do that. Or, okay, well, I'm going to take your word for it that I shouldn't be in this dark alley at 3 a.m. and get myself out of here. Do you know what I mean? So this is a really important one, being able to follow self with no hesitation. So the fifth point I have here is that you understand that the higher self is you accelerated. So you and your higher self, like I said before, that graphic that I saw was, you know, the body with an energy body, and then the higher self. It's all part of you. You don't have to do anything special to really understand that you're connected and you're here on your journey together. And wherever you go, your higher self is with you. You know, it's not like you're going to go and get yourself into a situation and your higher self is on a smoke break somewhere. They're always with you. So when you start to feel that and feel the love of your higher self, this is a really deep subject, you guys, and I really want to encourage you guys to like do your own research and come to your own conclusions, and let me know in the comments what you think, you know, too. But your higher self is always with you. They're always communicating with you. And the more that you're in line and aligned, the more that you'll be able to understand these messages. So I think this is a really interesting subject, you guys, and I'm looking forward to your comments. And remember to subscribe to my channel here, you guys. And I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll see you another time. Take care. Bye.